Evansville, it's time to get loud. I want to hear you say it with me. This is Monster Jam. First up is the JCB Racing Competition. All 6 drivers have been randomly placed for this competition. It is a timed competition. It is athlete and monster against the clock and the other teams. They have to navigate the track just right to achieve the fastest time. Now, each driver will have one chance to turn their best run, and the truck with the fastest time will earn the racing victory. Now, this is our driver's first chance at a 6 out of a possible 24 points for this afternoon's Monster Jam. So with all that said and done, Evansville, Indiana, I want to know who's ready for JCB Racing. First up, it's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. First driver to compete on this track besides practice for yesterday. We're about getting set up here. Evansville, it's showtime!
And this time for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon is 11.458.
There will be a 5-second penalty for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon. It'll be a 16.548 for her knocking over that turn pole. And this is a great time to talk about that, Monster Jam fans, where you see that turn cone here in the Monster Jam arena. You see it in the corner there. If they knock that out of its perimeter or they completely crush it, that is a 5-second penalty added to their time. They do have to go around it. Again, a 5-second penalty if they knock it over or completely crush it here in the JCB Racing Competition. So unfortunately, it's a 16.458 for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon. But we're going to continue on, because coming up next from Boulevard, Missouri, it's Joe Uri in Earthshaker.
The time for Joe Uri and Earthshaker is 11.708.
That will be your new time to beat. Let's continue on. Coming up next, it's Devin Whitfield and Velociraptor.
The time for Devin Winfield and Velociraptor is 10.958. New leader.
Your new time to beat, Devin Winfield and Velociraptor, 10.958. Here we go. Coming up next, your 2024 Arena Series West champion. It's Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
And the time for Matt Cody and Gravedigger is 10.458. New leader.
New time to beat.
Evansville, let's take a look up at the video board to see how far the racing competition is faring out this afternoon. Gravedigger just took the top spot with a 10.458, followed by Velociraptor Devin Winfield with a 10.958. Shaking things up in third place is Joe Urian Earthshaker with 11.708. And rounding out our top four, it's Megalodon Ashley Sanford with a 16.458. We still have two more Monster Jam trucks to go in the JCB racing competition.
Ready to let the dog out. It's Berto Trevino and Monster My Rottweiler.
That was Berto Turbino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler with an 11.667.
He earned his automatic bid to the Monster Jam World Finals. It's Delta Widener in Jurassic Attack. That's a tough time. It's an 18.708. Don Wider's having rear steer issues. During opening ceremonies, he had rear steer issues coming out of the monster, out of the tunnel. And now he still looks like he's still battling. That's where the back two tires are controlled separately than the front two tires on the Monster Jam truck. But that means your winner of the JCB racing competition is Matt Cody in Gravedigger. That is a tough start for Don Wider Jurassic Attack, but hey, that is 6 points for Matt Cody in Gravedigger here in this competition. So Evansville, get loud and make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger, your racing winner here this afternoon, getting those first 6 points towards the overall event championship, your newly crowned Arena Series West champion. And you want to start off at the top, because if you fall a little bit down in the next two competitions, you know, that really, you know, can help you out and set that bar. Here he is coming down that tunnel. Make some noise for Matt Cody in the Gravedigger.
Matt Cody got the first 6 points for the afternoon. How did you manage to really keep your truck on par with this tricky track, because it looks like it's already shifting?
Yeah, you know, we got a little bit of a challenge out here. It's a little tacky, but it's sandy, man. There's mixing all kinds of stuff. but hey, I was able to come down. I was pulling up to the line. I said, man, you just got to do like you did in practice yesterday, and we'll run a clean run. You got to hug the pod tight, and you got to turn as soon as you pass that corner and just mash the throttle. A lot of people like to go out far. The dashers, the width of the arena, man, it messes with a lot of us, but hey, I didn't let that get to me. Just had to be calm and smooth, and that's what we did, man. Dalton Widener, he's the toughest competitor I got out here, and I seen him in intros with his rear steer messing up. I radioed over to them guys real quick. I said, hey, he's got some issues, man. We got to get him fixed. Unfortunately, they didn't get it in time, but he's going to get it fixed. He's going to come back out and throw it down alongside with me and the other 5. Evansville, you guys having fun so far? Let me hear you.
And we are coming up to our next competition, which, Evansville, we're going to need your help for. The Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And I know you said you want to try some new things now that you finally don't have to worry about the points anymore.
Hey, man, that's what we're here. We're here to do some practice and have some fun. That's where you guys come into play. JudgesZone.com, man, judge us on the best that we can do. Be fair as much as you can, you know. We're going to come out here. We're going to balance on the front tires, maybe put them on the back tires. Maybe we'll roll it over. We don't know, but we're going to get lucky. We're going to put some tricks out there. So guys, get loud, get crazy, because the louder you get, the louder we're going to get.
Let's give it up one more time for Matt Cody and Gravedigger.
Now let's check out the video board right now and see where our drivers are standing here in the competition. Matt Cody and Gravedigger has 6 points, followed by Devin Winfield and Velociraptor with 5. Bernard Trevino, Monster Rottweiler with 4, and Earthshaker with 3. Now it's still anybody's game as we have just started Monster Jam here this afternoon. So the points haven't been decided yet. Just because Gravedigger Matt Cody has first 6 points doesn't mean it's over for the rest of these drivers. Because coming up next, we will see our second competition, which will be the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Each competitor will have 2 attempts to perform their best moves on 2 wheels. And these are some of the moves you want to be looking for. Stoppies, poppers, where they pop the truck up, wheelies, a nice wheelie across the pod, bicycles, that's where they can get the truck on its side on 2 wheels, or moonwalks, where they get it on the nose and they walk it back and forth up on the nose. Now, you heard Matt Cody out there. He said, be fair, right? Yes, you need to be fair when you're scoring at JudgesZone.com. It's not a popularity contest. It's a skills competition. Now, before we get there, though, I had this Monster Jam fan. He was just hanging out. He was having a great time. He said it's his first time. What's your name?
Paxton.
All right, here's what we're going to do, Paxton, okay? We just saw the JCB racing competition, right? Well, guess what? Now it's your turn to play some racing. So we're going to take a look at the video board, and this is the Monster Jam Truck and Pals race. There are 3 trucks up here. El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. If you had to choose a truck right now to win this race, who would you choose? Anyone you like.
El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco? Okay, you've chosen El Toro Loco, Paxton. So here we go. We're going to see what happens here. El Toro Loco is ready. Gravedigger is ready. And Megalodon is ready. Here we go. And you can choose here as well, Evansville. Pick your winner. Oh, Gravedigger's got the lead. And here comes Megalodon. Oh! Hey, El Toro Loco wins. Nice job, Paxton. Nice job. High five, man. Good job. Now, for getting that right, I got some cool for you. I actually have a Truck and Pals of your own that you're going to take home today. A Gravedigger Truck and Pals. This is for you, man. Congratulations. But before I let you go, I just got one question for you. Are you ready for more Monster Jam?
Yeah!
Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge is coming up next.
Evansville, we have made it to our next competition, which is the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Whereas you all heard before, you're going to see all of our Monster Jam trucks come on out to this track and give you their best trick on only 2 wheels. But we're going to need your help to determine who the winner will be by taking out your smartphones and heading over to JudgesZone.com. You'll enter the code EVV and then click that submit button. And then as soon as you see that BKT tire, you're going to slide it up or down to the number of your choosing. We'll accumulate all your scores into one single number that will be awarded to that driver for that competition. Now remember, you'll have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in. So Evansville, who's ready to get tricky with the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge?
Coming up first, it's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
Sending the Sharks sky high, it's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Evansville scoring is now open. You have a very important job to do, so head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
First attempt, unfortunately, wasn't successful. She was going for a nose wheelie, maybe even to a moonwalk. But the second attempt, talk about a nice sky wheelie. That was awesome. A great sky wheelie by Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. She's going to set that bar and set that score to beat here in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And what will that score be? Your scores are locked. Let's find out. 6.050 for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. We're going to continue on. Coming up next, shaking things up, it's Joe Uri and her shaker. Nice popper by Joe Uri in Earthshaker. He has one more attempt remaining.
Getting tricky out on the track. It is Joe Uri, Earthshaker. All right, Evansville, you know what to do. Scan the QR code on the video board and lock those scores in now.
Two poppers by Joe Uri and Earthshaker, and nice attempts here in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And remember, it is tricky here in this competition, especially going off that 8-pack. You got to hit it just right where you can get that truck to pop up. Now remember, your score to beat is Megalodon with a 6.050. The score for Earthshaker is 6.263, your new leader and new score to beat. But we're going to keep on going because we still have more trucks to go. Coming up next, it's Devin Winfield and Velociraptor. Correction, it looks like Devin Winfield Velociraptor is not ready to compete as of on this yet. So Matt Cody and Gravedigger says, I'll take the challenge. Let's get onto the track for the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
digging graves and taking names. It's Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Now remember, you have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in for Matt Cody in Grave Digger.
Talk about challenges with this dirt for all of our drivers. Matt Cody and Grave Digger, including, that awesome, the second attempt, that reverser. And then right there on the back of the tailgate there. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Earthshaker with a 6.263. The score for Matt Cody and Grave Digger is... Wow! Your new leader, our new score to beat is Matt Cody and Grave Digger.
Evansville, if you take a look up at the video board, you're going to see how the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge competition is faring out. Grave Digger digging his way to the top with a 9.115, followed by Earthshaker Joe Uri with a 6.263. And rounding up our top three, we have Megalodon Ashley Sanford taking a chomp out of the competition with a 6.050. But we still have 3 more Monster Jam trucks to go in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge.
Matt Cody and Grave Digger is indeed your leader and score to beat here in this competition. And that is going to be tough to beat, especially this track. If you look at the Monster Jam track right now, Evansville, you can see it's starting to wear away. But I want you to take a look at the video board. This is how we load in with Monster Jam. Before the event even kicks off, every single week, every single city, we come in here and the dirt gets loaded in, truckload by truckload. But as the trucks are dumping the dirt, we start building the track as it's getting unloaded. We don't wait for the dirt to get here and start building it. And then you can see also as well the production that's happening behind the scenes, the lighting, the stages, everything. I mean, this is how everything happens here with Monster Jam. Everything gets all put together in one simultaneous swoop here. Again, the lighting, the audio, the trucks being brought in, the trucks being tired up so that just in case they may have media the next day. This is how it happens with Monster Jam each and every single week. And then after the live event concludes, we take all the dirt out of here, and it's like we weren't even here to begin with. And the dirt is sourced locally each and every single week here with Monster Jam. And it's a pretty incredible feat. And right now we're going to take a look at footage right now from Columbus, Ohio. We are all over the country with Monster Jam. There are 5 series that are happening right now. And this is, like I said, Columbus, Ohio. This is Arena Series Central. And they're hanging out. And then there you can see right now, just get her done too, Brandon Toluchka with a 9.077, followed by Alex Barnwood and Stone Crusher at 6.851. And they're getting ready for more action coming as well. But we just wanted to show you, there are 5 total series happening across the country here with Monster Jam. And the winner of each series is going to Monster Jam World Finals. Matt Cody and Grave Digger won the series last week. He passed off his automatic bid to Don Weiner in Jurassic Attack. Weston Anderson and Grave Digger has claimed his Arena Series Central title, so he'll be heading to Monster Jam World Finals. And then Blake Granger and Max D was declared the international champion with Monster Jam, and he is heading to Monster Jam World Finals as well. So right now, we see on the clock here, the reason we haven't had a truck hit the floor yet is Don Weiner, Jurassic Attack. They've still been trying to work on that truck and figure out the rear steer issues. Well, now, no longer can wait. There's 60 seconds on the clock. If he does not come out within these 60 seconds, the truck will not be able to compete, and that will be a DNF. That means, or a DNC, which means did not compete. So he will not get any points for the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And again, that would be a tough break. And it's literally a rear steer issue that is causing the whole problem. It's a little toggle switch in the back that's a little motor that turns the tires left and right and helps itself center itself. And that little motor causing all those problems, and it really could cause a really big issue. 9 seconds left here for Dalton Weiner in Jurassic Attack. And it looks like, unfortunately, He will not be able to make it out here in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And unfortunately, since he is not able to compete, that means your winner of the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge is Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Talk about a tough start for some of our drivers, but Matt Cody and Gravedigger getting the first two competitions, getting racing, and now getting the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge win. That's another 6 points towards the overall bit championship. Make some noise for Matt Cody and Gravedigger Evansville.
Matt Cody, you're on a good streak to make it a clean sweep this afternoon. The next 6 points are already yours. How did you manage to really find the balance? Because as you see, everyone was having trouble with this track. It's like no longer tacky.
Yeah, I didn't really get to see a lot of what everybody else was doing. My first one, man, I wanted to pop it up, sit it right on top of the pod, and man, like you said, the dirt's kind of sliding out on us. It's tacky when it wants to be, but then it's slippery when we don't want it to be. But hey, man, we got to do that backwards wheelie, set it right on the tailgate, turn the front tires. It would have been real sweet to just walk it up the pod, stick it again. But hey, we'll try it again. We got 2 more events here. Hopefully we see you guys out here. Man, I'm going to apologize for what's going on in the back. Man, there ain't nothing that hurts me more, hurts you guys more when trucks ain't competing. If I got to go back there and grab some wrenches and some tools and get these guys going and help them out, that's what we'll do. But man, they're back there, they're slinging wrenches. We've been out here for 17 weeks straight since January started, so there's always going to be issues. I missed 2 competitions last weekend, and it's part of the game. Every part has a failure date on it, and it just so happens to be right now. But they're getting it done. The crazy guys on the FMX, they're going to come out here, 2-wheel actions, backflips, seat grabs, whatever they can do to entertain you guys. We're going to go back there and get some trucks fixed, and we're going to come back in the second half and throw down some donuts and the fan favorite freestyle. So stay tuned, Evansville. We're coming back at you.
Let's give it up one more time for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
You know, Evansville, we still have a lot more action coming your way, but right now we're going to take a short break with our halftime, and during this break you can check the official MonsterGM merchandise stands for all that great gear. But you heard it from Matt Cody. They're going to get back there, we're going to get those MonsterGM trucks fixed, and then when we come back from halftime, we're going to see the high-flying thrills of freestyle motocross in the house this afternoon. They're crazy, so don't miss any of the action. We'll be right back with more Monster Jam. This is halftime. Evansville, are you ready for more Monster Jam? It's time for the high-flying thrills of freestyle motocross. Karina and I only have one rule here at Monster Jam. The louder you cheer, the higher they're going to fly, and then the more tricks you're going to see. So, Evansville, I need to hear you. Let me hear you make some noise. Karina, take it away.
All right, Evansville, let's give it up for the stars of freestyle motocross. Our 3 superstars are going to give it their all here on the track for you today for our halftime presentation. And remember, the louder you get, the higher they fly. So let's kick things off with our fresh rider and get it all ready to go. So give it up one more time for freestyle motocross. All right, Evansville, coming up first to the ramp, we have Nick Desmond. Up next, we have Ryan Logan. And last but not least, Josh Hedford. What do you say, Evansville? Let's make some noise for freestyle motocross! A cliffhanger from Josh Hedford. Remember, the louder you get, the higher they fly, Evansville. We have a heel clicker from Ryan Logan. Looks to be a Superman from Josh Bedford. Come on, Evansville, let's make some noise for him. Evansville, I have a question for everyone here at the Ford Center. Do you want some more? It is time for the best trick competition of Freestyle Motocross, where our three superstars will take to the skies and fly from one side of the arena to the other, giving you their best stylish trick. And we're going to need your help to determine who is going to win the best trick competition by using your smartphones and scanning that QR code and heading to judgeszone.com and locking in your score for each one of our superstars. So Evansville, who's ready for the best trick competition?
Coming up first is Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond's going to be up first from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's been riding for over 18 years. Competing with Monster Jam for over 3 years. Let's see what he's got. Heart Attack.
Scoring is now open for Nick Desmond. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and let him know what you thought of his very heart-stopping trick.
Nick Desmond, you know, a very nice job. And again, just think about this. You're going from one side of the arena to the other, landing on this bag, and you got to figure out this trick you want to do. So make sure you're fully prepared when you come out here for Freestyle Motocross. Your scores are locked in, and we're going to see what your fans thought of the run. It's a 7.290 for Nick Desmond. That is your score to beat. But we're just getting started. Coming up next, it's Ryan Logan. He's been riding freestyle motocross for over 20 years with Monster Jam from Baltimore, Maryland. We're going to see what he's got, Mr. Ryan Logan. Always pulling out some of the best tricks he can. Here we go. Backflip.
Let's put your hands together for Ryan Logan. Evansville, you know what to do. It's time to lock those scores in now for Ryan Logan's incredible backflip.
Ryan Logan, one side of the arena to the other again, but going upside down all the way around. Just think the mental preparation you need from Ryan Logan to be able to do a trick like that. Your scores are in. Your score to beat is Nick Desmond with a 7.290. The score for Ryan Logan is 8.602. That is your new leader and new score to beat. But we're not done yet when we're ready to go. Josh Hetford is ready to hit the freestyle motocross track. Riding freestyle motocross for over 16 years.
Let's get those scores locked in for Josh Hetford. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and let him know what you thought of his variation backflip compared to Ryan's.
You know, this rider here, he's competing in Nitro Circus, Night of the Jumps. You can see why, because he's so good, having a variation style backflip right there. Now your score to beat is Ryan Logan with an 8.602. The score for Josh Hetford is 9.342, which means your winner is Josh Hetford.
So, Evansville, I have another another question for everyone here. Do you want some more? It is time for the grand finale of Freestyle Motocross, where our 3 superstars will take to the skies and fly from one side of the arena to the other in a single file train formation. And remember, we only have one rule here at Monster Jam. The louder you all get, the higher they'll fly. So buckle up, Monster Jam fans, because we're about to take off. Here we go! Evansville, I want to do something. I want the entire state of Indiana hear you blow the roof off of the Ford Center for FMX when they hit that ramp. Get ready. Let all of Indiana hear you! One more time. One more time. Let them hear you. Evansville, you guys have been absolutely fantastic this afternoon, and you asked very, very nicely, and you shall receive. Evansville, let's give it up one more time for Freestyle Motocross. Nick Desmond, Ryan Logan, and of course, your best trick competition winner, Josh Hedberg. What do you say, Evansville? Let's give it up one more time. Our best trick competition winner, Josh Hedford. Josh, it has been quite amazing to see you from series to series do what you do best on Freestyle Motocross. So can you tell us, how do you manage to choose which trick you want to bring from city to city?
Well, that was kind of a last second decision as I was going out the ramp, because we're a little bit short and it's kind of muddy and slippery, so figured I'd go for a classic super Indy flip since I'm pretty confident in that one, and I think the fans like it. Are you guys having fun?
And when it comes to a super Indy flip, like you mentioned, how long does it take for you to perfect a trick like that?
Oh, I've been doing that one since I was like, I don't know, 16 years old or so. So I watched a few guys do it back in the day and just decided to start doing it myself and practice a lot in a big pit of foam, and took my time learning it so I didn't get hurt and tried to be as safe as possible.
We definitely paid off for you in the end. Let's give it up one more time. Your best trick winner, Josh Hedford. All right, Evansville, one more time I would like to welcome you back to Monster Jam. And it's time to kick off the second portion of our event with the dizziest competition ever, the Monster Jam Donut Competition, where our 6 superstars will have one attempt at their best, fastest, most dizzying donut yet, and we're going to need your help to determine who will win that competition, as usual, using your smartphones and getting on over to judgeszone.com. You will have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in for each one of our competitors' runs. But remember, you cannot judge based on your favorite truck. You have to remember the criteria that Matt mentioned earlier, which is the revolutions, the speed of the donuts, the creativity, the wow factors, what makes each donut different from the other. Because after a while, they all start kind of looking the same. So make sure that you keep your eyes open and you judge fairly for each one of our drivers. So, Evansville, Are you ready to get dizzy? Because it's time for Monster Jam Donuts!
Ashley Sanford and Megalodon's going to hit the track first.
She's swimming circles around the competition. It's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. All right, Evansville, you have an important job to do. Scan the QR code and lock those scores in now.
Very nice job by Ashley Sanford and Megalodon, getting some great revolutions out on the Monster Jam track, really kicking up the dirt. Here in the donut competition, get your scores locked in now at judgeszone.com. Your scores are locked in. And what will the score be for this driver? 8.136 here in the donut competition. But we're just getting started. Coming up next, they're fixed and ready to go. It's Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
He's chasing his tail and begging for points. It's Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Hitting the boundary line. There's a white boundary line that our drivers need to stay away from, and he unfortunately touched the boundary line, and that will end his run by giving his best Monster Jam Donuts as Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Get your scores locked in now at judgeszone.com. Getting this dirt is getting, some parts it's really slippery and some parts it's really tacky. So you really got to watch where you are on this track. Scores are locked in, and we're going to take a look at the video board. It's a 6.680 from Monster Mutt Rottweiler. We're still got more trucks to go. Coming up next is Joe Uri in Earthshaker.
Digging circles around the competition. It's Joe Uri, Earthshaker. All right, Evansville, you know what to do. Scan the QR code and lock those scores in now.
Joe Uri and Earthshaker really shaking the ground up here inside the Ford Center, getting some nice Monster Jam Donuts. Look how the back of that truck just sinks all the way down as he's spinning those revolutions. A nice job by Joe Uri and Earthshaker. Now, is it enough to be your new leader? That is the question, because your score to beat is Megalodon with an 8.136. The score for Joe Uri and Earthshaker is 7.651. That'll currently put him in second place.
All right, let's take a look up at the video board and see how our donut competition is faring out. Looks like Megalodon is on her way in the top with an 8.136, followed by Joe Uri and Earthshaker with a 7.651. Rounding out our top three is Monster Mutt Rottweiler Berto Trevino with a 6.680. And we have 3 more Monster Jam trucks remaining, so I hope you're ready to get dizzy with more Monster Jam donuts.
We still have more to go. Coming up next, it's Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Man, it's just been a mechanic issues all afternoon. 60-second clock for Gravedigger. He is not starting out back. They're trying to get the truck fired. Remember, 17 weeks these trucks have been on the road. And part failures happen with these trucks that are worth over $250,000. 37 seconds on the clock for Matt Cody and Gravedigger to be able to come out to the floor. 30 seconds. Look, Evansville, he's fired up and ready to go. It's Matt Cody and Gravedigger.
Getting as bad to the bone as he can is Matt Cody and Gravedigger. Evansville's time to lock those scores in now at judgeszone.com.
Man, really getting those revolutions going. When he got that truck planted where he wanted it, he just let her rip around the track. A great job by Matt Cody and Gravedigger. Like, that truck did not move. And he had the steering wheel out the window. He took the steering wheel, hung the steering wheel out the window. Nice job by Matt Cody and Gravedigger. Now your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Megalodon with an 8.136. The score for Matt Cody and Gravedigger is your new leader and new score to beat with an 8.994. Is Matt Cody and Gravedigger here in the donut competition. He's fixed and ready. Please welcome back Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack. Steering wheel out the window. Get your scores locked in now for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, and Evansville. I need you all to do me a favor because they can hear you back in the pits. They can hear you all back in the pits. They worked really hard to get that truck back together. So can you make some noise for the technicians behind the scenes? Your score to beat is Gravedigger with an 8.994. The score for Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack is... Your winner is Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack. He is your winner here this afternoon. Worked so hard to get that truck back together, that whole team, and they did it. Make some noise for your winner.
Oh man, Dalton Widener, what a way to come back in the competition. And I'm glad that we got those EFI issues all figured out. So how did you manage to control this Triceratops, this 12,000-pound Triceratops on this tricky track? Because this track has been giving everyone problems today.
Man, this truck is set up amazing. I mean, it rarely gives me problems like it did, but I mean, I came out in racing, and I don't know if you could tell, but I had no rear steer. Went back to the back, changed the solenoids on it, trying to get it to work. Went through 2 different solenoids, neither one of them worked. Tried a different style, and now here she is. She's working good now, but man, that thing is amazing. I try to take care of it as best I can, and it takes care of me.
It definitely shows in your driving style. And now we're coming up to the best competition, everyone's absolute favorite all over the world, Monster Jam Freestyle. What else does this tricorn have to give here in Evansville?
Man, I will tell you what, I know every single one of you sitting in these seats today and all y'all watching on YouTube at home right now. I know most of you came here and are watching to see some Monster Jam Freestyle. I'm already frustrated with this truck, so I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. The louder you get, the wilder I'll get. So let's have a good time. Woo!
We're going to take a look at the BKT overall event championship leaderboard. And Matt Cody and Gravedigger has 17 points, followed by Joe Uri and Earthshaker with 11, Megalodon with 10, and so on down the line. It is still anybody's game as we're getting ready to go into the last competition here this afternoon, which will be the freestyle competition. Each Monster Jam truck will have 60 seconds to turn in the most spectacular freestyle performance out here on the track. And when they're out here, you want to make sure they're using all the obstacles, creativity, wow factors, technical moves, and combinations. Now, each driver must complete 15 seconds or more of the run to qualify for a score. Otherwise, if they don't complete the run with starting with 15 seconds, they do not get a score. It will be a DNF, which is a did not finish. And that's all coming up next with Monster Jam. But before we get there, we're going to have some fun now here on the Monster Jam track. I have this young lady right here. What is your name?
Adeline.
Adeline, here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to play a little bit of a puzzle game here at Monster Jam. So it's really simple, okay? And everybody in the arena can help you out, too. You're going to see a truck come on the screen, and it's going to be puzzle pieces floating coming down. And then you have to guess the Monster Jam truck. And when you know it, I want you to say it, okay? Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at the video board. And you can help her out, Evansville. I want you to help her out if you know it. Take your time. No rush.
Megalodon.
Megalodon, is that what you think it is? Evansville, do you think it's Megalodon? And it is Megalodon. Nice job, good job. And you know, I have something really cool for you that I'm going to send you home with today. I got a Gravedigger RC truck that's going home with you today from Monster Jam at Spin Masters. You're taking this home. This is for you. Now I want to know, are you ready for more freestyle?
Woo!
Monster Jam Freestyle's coming up next.
Now it's time for you fans to get Monster Jam Freestyle started. So get out your phones, turn on your flashlights, and follow my lead and stay on the beat. up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. We have reached the pinnacle of the afternoon. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Getting rough and rowdy out on the track, it's Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Evansville, you have a very tough job. It's time to lock those scores in now at judgeszone.com.
That truck sounds great. It's running great. Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Very nice job here in the freestyle competition. Just coming and lighting it up straight out of the tunnel. You know, getting some nice air, kept the momentum up, and just hit every obstacle on the track, which, again, hitting all the criteria that you need to win a freestyle competition. Your scores are locked in, and we're going to check it out on the video board and see what the score is. It's 7.200 for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Ashley Sanford in Megalodon is up next.
Taking a big jump out of the competition, it's Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. Evansville, it's time to lock those scores in now for the prehistoric shark of Monster Jam, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
Very nice run, and she had a broken axle too. She came out here probably the second or third hit in her run, and then the axle just ended, the left rear axle, again, having some problems on her Monster Jam truck. A tough break. But still, it was a really great run, even with part of the truck broken. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Monster Mutt Rottweiler with a 7.200. The score for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon is 7.602 to your new leader and new score to beat. But Evansville, who's ready for the black and green wrecking machine? It's time for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
With one foot in the gas and one in the grave, it's Matt Cody, Gravedigger!
Talk about ripping it on the Monster Jam track. That was a great freestyle run. Matt Cody just came out here and said, I'm going to give it all she's got, and he absolutely did. Evansville, what'd you think? The air, the stand-up wheelie. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Megalodon with a 7.602. The score for Matt Cody at Gravedigger is well-deserved, sir. 9.374 for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
And now we're going to take a look up at the video board and see how our action-packed freestyle competition is faring out. As you can all see, Gravedigger's Matt Cody on the top spot with a 9.374. In second place is our prehistoric shark Megalodon, Ashley Sanford, with a 7.602. And rounding out our top three is the playful pup Monster Mutt Rottweilers, Berto Trevino, with a 7.200. But we still have three more Monster Jam trucks left to go in the freestyle competition.
He's coming back, and he really wants to win freestyle. It's Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack will be up next for freestyle. Matt Cody and Gravedigger, having problems firing. Here comes his lead technician out here to the track, Sebastian. He's coming out here and he's going to try and get this truck started again. These technicians have worked so hard all weekend long, and in these past 17 weeks, keeping these trucks going and keeping them fired up. here on Monster Jam, and the Gravedigger is fired up. Make some noise once again for these technicians. They've worked so hard for 17 weeks.
The Triceratops is ready to give it his all. It is Jurassic Attack.
They worked so hard to get that truck. So hard to get that truck fixed for you Monster Jam fans. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Gravedigger with a 9.374. The score for Jurassic Attack is... good score. That'll put him in second place here in the competition. Don't leave yet, Evansville, because we're going to crown our winner right now. Your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle is Gravedigger Matt Cody, and when you add up all the points here this afternoon, 6, 6, 5, 6, total of 23. He is also your overall event champion. But what if I told you, Evansville, that we're not done? I want you fans to take a look at the video board. Evansville, do you want more Gravedigger? Matt Cody and Gravedigger is going to come out for you Monster Jam fans for a special encore just for you fans here in Evansville. So if you want to see Gravedigger I need you fans to make some noise. Just for you fans here in Evansville, give it up for Matt Cody and Gravedigger, your overall event champion. He literally burnt that truck into the ground for you fans here in Evansville this afternoon. His 9th overall event championship and his 14th freestyle win of the 2024 season. Congratulations to Matt Cody and Gravedigger.
Now, Matt Cody, you are definitely no new person when it comes to these overall event trophies. How are you feeling right now that you have won our first event here in Evansville?
First off, Evansville, let me hear you. Hey, man, what a way to start the weekend off, taking that overall event championship for the first event. And, man, that's a first for me. I've never got to come out in encore. They pulled back. They said, hey, we want you to do an encore. I was all jacked up. I was hurried up. I was running until it was smoking, until it had no more. The gauges were reading hot, but I was having a blast, man. Hey, thank you guys for coming out, supporting Monster Jam, supporting Gravedigger, and we'll see you at the next time. Thank you.
What a wild afternoon here inside the Ford Center. Thank you, fans, for coming on out. On your way out, make sure you stop by the official Monster Jam merchandise stands for all that great gear. Again, you can check us out online by going to monsterjam.com and check out all of our live streams that are now live on YouTube. Every single Monster Jam event streaming live for free for all of you fans on YouTube, including Monster Jam World Finals 23. On behalf of Fellow Entertainment and Monster Jam, we hope you fans had a great time. Thanks to Karina Incarceration. My name's Matt Isbell. In Evansville, we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.